In today's video, we're checking out a recreation of the classic OCD pedal. This is the Oddbox version 1 from Warm Audio. You're going to hear this in the context of a jam track. We'll go over to some isolated tones and I'll talk you through everything you need to know about this pedal. A massive thanks to Studio Connections Australia for sending this out for the review. I really appreciate it. This pedal's been a whole lot of fun. I hope you like this video. If you want to check this out, I'll link it down in the description box below. Here we go. Here's the Oddbox version 1 up close. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this particular pedal, it's a recreation of the classic OCD, which is one of the most popular dirt pedals of all time. I say dirt because this will cover anything from overdrive all the way through to distortion. Taking a look at the top of the pedal here, we get three main controls: volume, drive, and tone. The further they all are this way, the more of each you're going to get. Our LED indicator is in the middle over here. We get side mounted jacks on the Oddbox, and we also get a 9 to 18 volt DC power input over here. Now this also has a compartment for the battery, so you can open this up, put a battery in if you prefer to use it without a power supply. Way to kick things off on my Stratocaster, I've dialed in a really great sounding lower gain setting. Now on the US setting, it doesn't have as much drive as on the UK setting, and we'll get to that in just a moment. Let's take a listen. The Strat bridge pickup can sometimes sound a little bit ice picky, but not in the US setting. I think it did a really great job. Let's crank up the gain. Up next, we're going to test out the pedal's dynamics by cranking the drive control all the way up, and I've also adjusted the tone control in this particular sample. So I'll be starting with my volume control on the guitar most of the way down, and then I'll wind it up. So if you like to do a gig where you're only using your volume control, this is a sample of that. Let's get over to some Telecaster tones now. I'll give you a few samples before we hit the humbuckers. I just want to showcase the difference in the output, the tonality, and the gain structure switching between the US and the UK settings. So we'll start in the US and then I'll flick it over to the UK. Let's take a listen to how this pedal works for a neck pickup rhythm sound. Now, if you plan on playing a lot of rhythm guitar, I highly recommend using the UK setting. It gives you some additional brightness, which really works great for that neck pickup tone. This is with the gain also cranked up a little bit. Have a listen. to some humbuckers now, thanks to my Tokai Love Rock electric guitar. Now the great thing about this pedal is, especially if you're playing humbuckers, leave it in that UK position, you're going to get lots of clarity. It's great for rhythm, great for riff stuff, whatever the case may be. Now let's crank up the drive all the way to 2 o'clock. I'm going to showcase a little bit of rhythm, a little bit of lead. This is one of my favorite settings, especially for humbuckers. And now we're going to switch it back to the US setting just so you can hear the difference with humbuckers. And this is with the gain up even further to 3 o'clock. The sustain and the volume coming out of the amp at this particular point in time is insane. So I hope you like the tones. Let us know what you think. Let's wrap this video up. I'm going to talk about how this feels to play and what you can expect out of it. So in terms of its versatility, you get two very usable settings thanks to that two-way toggle switch. I much prefer it in the up UK setting. I think that sounded best to my ear, especially with the guitars that I had. It just gives you a little bit more treble, a little bit more upper mids, and cuts the mix beautifully. In the down position, it would work great if you want a lower gain tone, very reminiscent of sort of like that Fendery tone, or if you want to stack a pedal into this and use this as you're always on. So you get a lot of flexibility that way. If you're unfamiliar with Warm Audio, they also make a great selection of pedal recreations from stuff that's been discontinued, including this, and I'll link them down in the description box below so you can check it out after this video. This is a really great sounding pedal. The drive has more than enough. Whether you're looking for a higher gain rock tone or an off clean blues tone, you can get it out of this pedal. The build quality is sensational. It really is built well, and visually, minus some of the colors and obviously the logo on the front, this is an OCD in a box. So if you're looking for that tone, it's a no-brainer. Thanks again for watching. Catch you soon. See ya.